Good evening. I'm Hilary Harper from 774 ABC Melbourne. I do the Saturday morning program. And I am very excited to come out tonight for what promises to be a fascinating discussion, and such a timely one too, as we see the threats and the real world effects of climate change coming ever closer, and we're all, I think, wondering what to do about it. What is the way forward, and whose responsibility is it to take that on? So I'm going to interrogate that idea or those ideas with the panel today.
So the Bank Australia Conservation Reserve is one way your bank is acting on two of the issues our customers care deeply about: action on climate change and protection of endangered species. The reserve, which offsets some of the environmental impact of our products, is home to threatened species and other local plants and animals. In July this year, a new partnership was formed with Greening Australia and Trust for Nature to continue the great progress that had been made on the reserve over the past 8 years.
We're taking the role of, the science-based planners for the reserve, and we're working in partnership with a group of other providers as well. We have strong partnerships with some of the science institutes in Victoria, such as the Arthur Rylah Institute, and we'll certainly be bringing a lot of that scientific kind of grunt into a lot of the planning that's going to be played out.
One of the critical things that Trust for Nature brings to this, and in fact we've been working with Bank Australia for quite a long time, is that the Conservation Reserve is protected by a Trust for Nature Conservation Covenant. So that's critical in our eyes, because it means that this reserve is protected really into the future, in perpetuity. It is on title, and it gives it that level of security.
Over the past couple of weeks, the monitoring group sighted 2 flocks of the southeastern red-tailed black cockatoo, a bird that is on the Australian Government's list of the 20 priority endangered birds. They also heard the endangered growling grass frog in the wetlands crowded by all the rain this spring, and a number of vulnerable species of native orchids. I think what's interesting about this region, it's part of the Habitat 141 corridor, so it's quite unique in conservation opportunity. The property is actually near the Little Desert, so it's quite an arid region, and a large part of it has been over-farmed, and a large part of the land is non-productive. And certainly the first parcel of land that we purchased had some remnant forest actually already on the property, and that was really attractive from a conservation perspective.
In my experience, it probably is unusual for the bank to be the owner of land, as distinct from a donor or a sponsor. I mean, it's not unusual to see in the corporate sector that the corporates might find a way of sponsoring some activity, but I think it is a step towards greater action if we can see corporates being involved for the long term. And there's no doubt that if you're going to be the actual owner of the land, then you are making that kind of commitment to be involved.
Imagine a world in which all businesses do their part to ensure animals, plants, people and culture remain healthy in the face of climate change. To achieve this vision, we will be enabling action in 5 key areas: wildlife and land conservation, climate change resilience, engaging the community, demonstrating corporate environmental leadership, and delivering value to Bank Australia and our customers.